Hey yo, what up, Slim Smalls poppin'? If you guys hear my voice, it's like really deep up six, so like everybody's getting a second you guys know I do vlogs too, so you guys will be able to see me and do everything. Yeah, let's get on. So it's the top 5 scary stranger encounters in the forest. So let's watch it. And we're gonna react to it.
Number
Let's watch
15, the Machete Man. We've all ventured into the wilderness.
The machete man. So does he have a machete? Okay, so he's in the forest and he has machete. And these trees look like Michael Myers trees. And okay, let's see if it's Michael Myers.
Yes, some of us come out of
Whatever
it
it is.
just fine, others not so much. Redditor RS Heavy is one of the latter. He tells a story about hiking on a trail in the woods that didn't end in his demise, but most certainly in tremendous fear. He and his group of 3 male friends, one of whom was carrying, headed out on the trail. They were familiar with the terrain and had never encountered anything very strange there. But this time, they spotted a man further along the trail, bent over with one of his hands on a tree. No one else was around. When the group was in shouting range, about 50 feet away, they asked if he was okay. They thought perhaps he needed some help. The man didn't respond. The 4 boys rounded the bend in the trail, keeping their distance but hoping to see the guy better.
Damn, he looked ugly. If that's him, he looked
They
ugly.
shouted their concern again, but he still didn't answer. The bravest of the boys approached the guy and quickly stopped dead in his tracks. Weapon, he yelled back. The man was holding a large knife or machete. When he heard the OP's friend yell, he stood up and faced the group, the blade in his hand. Hey man, we don't want any trouble. The friend brandished his gun and told him not to come any closer. The stranger remained mute but ignored the order and took a slow step towards the group. The OP's friend who had neared the man began backpedaling, while the friend with the gun repeated his order. Still, the guy remained mute. He took a small step and came to a halt. One more step, halt. Another step, halt. As though he was playing a game. The wielding friend told everyone to leave, and as he kept the machete man in his sights, the group ran out of there. The machete man didn't speed his pace or follow them, but once they were safely out of the forest, they called it in to the cops, thinking perhaps they'd met some lunatic, escaped from the asylum. Now that's a scary thought. Number 14, the Forest
Well, that
Children.
one sounds creepy and weird, but thank God they didn't get hurt. But that was pretty funny. I mean, he was fat. Like, fat, that was fat and ugly and stupid. Let's keep on watching.
Redditor Hamian shared this seriously scary story about an encounter in the forest near Pisgah. The OP and 2 friends went off the beaten path and camped in an area that appeared as though it had been used before. When they tucked in for the night, rain started to downpour and they all fell asleep. They were woken by the thunder in the middle of the night, and only then did they hear some childlike voices in the vicinity of where they packed away their food. In the OP's own words, we just assumed another hiking group had found our food, but then I realized that I was only hearing kids' voices, sounded like 5 or 6-year-olds. I thought for sure they were animal noises, but then I heard a child. High-pitched laughter. That's when the fear kicked in. What were children doing out in the middle of the forest in a rainstorm at night? When the voices ceased, the OP thought his imagination had gotten away from him. But then he looked over at his friend, and he was horribly pale. Just as the OP was about to ask if he'd heard that, soft footsteps came towards the tent. The thing, whatever it was, came so near that they could hear the leaves crunching beneath its feet. But after a moment's pause, just like that, it walked away. Everything appeared untouched the next morning, and the OP and his friend never talked about the incident. Number 13. Crazy Mountain Man. Redditor C. Weezy retold a life story that his
He's a
father
crazy
once sold
mountain
him.
man.
His family is full outdoorsmen, and when his father was 10 years old, he was visiting a family friend at his hunting cabin. He went to explore the forest. Being only 10, He quickly found himself lost amongst the pine trees of Flagstaff, Arizona. He was scared, so when he came across a cabin in a clearing, he shot to...
It was kind of boring. It was interesting, actually. Not boring. Ew.
Stop jumping!
That was a half of the video. Your wish list.
Hey guys, it's Rachel. Okay, yep, I got it. I got the audio figured out. Let me just fix my hair so that I look cute. The focused. Hey guys, it's Rachel, and I decided that it's time to do another DIY video. So today, I'm going to show you guys how to make lipstick out of toothpaste.
Guys, shut up.
But also mouthwash. Give this video a thumbs up for more
Guys.
DIYs, and comment down below what color lipstick you would make. But also guys, I don't know if you guys saw, if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat or basically anywhere besides YouTube, you would know that I was in a Forbes article. So click the link down below to see the Forbes article and watch the Forbes interview. It's pretty cool. And also follow me on Instagram. I'll have the link down below. I might start doing like an Instagram follower of the week type of thing where like if you're active on all my pictures and comment on every picture and like it, blah blah blah, then I'll show you guys in the YouTube video being like the Instagram shout out of the week. So I'll give you guys a shout out every week. Okay, so let's get on to making this DIY. First, we'll be making the mouthwash lip gloss. Is it weird? Yeah, but you knew what you were getting when you clicked on this video. Now, grab a small container to store the lip glosses in. Take whatever mouthwash you please. I'm using the kids one because I like the way it smells better, and pour a little bit into each container. Then take some food coloring, whatever color you please, and add one little drop into each one. Then put the lid on and shake it up. Now take some coconut oil and pour it into each container.
Sorry guys, they're making so much noise. So much noise. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, they're cursing too much. Stop.
Put the lid on it and shake that up until it's all mixed. And they're all a good amount of pigmented, the amount you want for a lip gloss. To make the toothpaste lipstick, which is actually the most pigmented DIY I've ever done, I'm not even lying, add some white toothpaste to a small container. And contrary to your current belief, it's not drying at all. It's probably the most moisturizing lipstick I've ever used. And add whatever food coloring you want to make the lipstick color.
Just wanted to skip that up. I would add all the colors. That would take a long time.
Then add some Vaseline into it. And mix them all up. And now you have that. It took maybe a minute. Now to make it look all clean and Kylie Jenner-esque. Now to try it on the actual lips.
They're cursing so much, guys. I'm sorry. Bye.